Tufts University is postponing a talk by Anthony Scaramucci, who was briefly a spokesman for President Trump, after he threatened to sue a student who wrote an unflattering opinion piece about him in the student newspaper. The Boston Globe published a letter from Samuel Lieberman, an attorney, to the graduate student who wrote the article and the editor-in-chief of the Tufts Daily, explaining that his firm had been retained by Scaramucci to pursue claims arising from blatantly false and defamatory statements, and demanding a retraction of certain statements and an apology. The news quickly sparked an online debate about freedom of speech and freedom of the press and how those are playing out on college campuses. Lieberman did not immediately respond to a request for comment Monday. In the letter, he cited a case in which even statements that contained some amount of opinion were found to be defamatory when they claimed a public official had been unethical, and wrote that Scaramucci has never been charged nor found to have committed any ethical violation. "We're disappointed that Mr. Scaramucci has taken this action," Patrick Collins, a spokesman for Tufts, said in a written statement Monday. The university has been working to facilitate a conversation that had been scheduled for Monday evening between Fletcher School students and Mr. Scaramucci about his background, experience, and the petition calling for his removal from the Fletcher School Board of Advisors. "In light of recent developments, we are postponing the event until these pending legal matters are resolved." This fall, more than 200 students signed a petition arguing Scaramucci is not qualified to serve on the Board of Advisors for the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy at Tufts. Scaramucci, a 1986 graduate of the university, was appointed to a 5-year term on the board in 2016. The university has 10 such boards, which have no fiduciary responsibility or other authority, Collins said, but offer advice to deans and center directors based on discussions among the members. The Fletcher student who created the petition, Carter Banker, said she had been concerned about his role after his controversial stint as spokesman for Trump, which ended abruptly soon after a vulgar tirade in an interview with The New Yorker was published this summer. But she said she was spurred to action when she saw his publication, the Scaramucci Post, share a poll on social media this fall about how many Jewish people were killed in the Holocaust. She said the publication later apologized, but in her opinion, it was another example of his questionable judgment. Anthony Scaramucci's media company asked Twitter to vote on the number of Jews killed in the Holocaust. In the petition, signed by about 240 Fletcher students, alumni, and faculty members, she argued her belief that his very public, embarrassing conduct reflects poorly on our institution, and she questioned how valuable his advice could be to the school. In the letter, Lieberman wrote that the poll was posted without Scaramucci's consent by an employee who is Jewish, who apologized and explained it had been intended to highlight ignorance about the Holocaust. Earlier this month, a Fletcher student, Camilo Caballero, wrote 2 opinion pieces arguing that Scaramucci was unfit for the post.